You know what pure rage feels like. It's standing in your own driveway watching a tow truck haul away the only tractor that can save your $20,000 crop, while some woman in designer heels smirks and takes selfies like she just won a prize. That wasn't just a piece of equipment chained to that flatbed. It was 3 generations of family history about to disappear right before a storm that would destroy everything we'd worked for. And the worst part, I wasn't even sure if anyone would believe me when I said the whole thing was a scam. I'm Joseph Brooks, 3rd-generation farmer in Jefferson County, Iowa. My wife passed away a few years ago, so it's just me and my daughter Emma, 16, and smarter than most adults I know. We work this farm together day and night, and it's not just income, it's family. It's survival. It's who we are. So, when Monica Wright rolled into town from Chicago, all fancy cars and high heels, she stood out like a neon sign in a cornfield. She played the part of the friendly newcomer apple pies at the church potluck, asking sweet little questions about how we manage on just farm income, smiling, while her eyes calculated. At the time, I thought she was just trying to fit in. Looking back, she was building a file on me. It started small. At the church festival, she laughed a little too hard, stood a little too close, even put her hand on my chest and whispered that we'd be good together. I stepped back clear, but polite told her I wasn't looking for that. For 2 seconds, her mask slipped, and I swear to God I saw something cold and shark-like in her eyes. Then the smile snapped back on, and she left. I figured that was it. I couldn't have been more wrong. Weeks later, the storm of the year was bearing down on us. Emma and I had been working 16-hour days, desperate to bring in the corn before the wind and rain flattened it. That tractor was everything. Then, Monica shows up, heels sinking into my gravel, waving a clipboard with some official-looking notice stamped with a seal. Rural Agricultural Association, she said, as if it was gospel law. Equipment violations, immediate removal. She even had the number dialed on her phone, and 30 minutes later a tow truck was backing into my yard. I begged her, explaining this was a working farm, state contracts we had hours before the storm. She just adjusted her scarf, told me maybe next time I'd be more cooperative, and snapped another selfie with my tractor chained up like a criminal. Emma ran out with her phone recording, demanding if this was even legal. I wanted to tell her no, wanted to say the system would protect us. But in that moment, watching the taillights disappear, I honestly wasn't sure. My stomach sank with the kind of helplessness that makes you want to just give up. That night, I sat at the kitchen table staring at bills, repair costs, and the weather forecast. I thought maybe Monica was right. Maybe I was just some widowed farmer too stubborn to change. Maybe Emma would be better off if we sold out and left this place behind. The weight of failure pressed down so heavy I could barely breathe. But then Emma set her phone in front of me, hit play, and there was Monica's smug voice, crystal clear, threatening us with fake authority. Dad. Emma said we can fight this. She's not smarter than both of us. In that moment, my daughter's fire pulled me out of the pit. I remembered Brooks men don't abandon their daughters. The next morning, my phone buzzed. A number I didn't know. Mr. Brooks, the voice said, steady and no nonsense. This is Detective Ryan Stone, State Agricultural Crime Unit. We got an alert from your property sensors. Are you safe? For a second, I thought it was another scam. But when he showed up in a plain pickup boots muddy like mine and started scanning Monica's documents with a government-issued tablet, I realized the tide had turned. His verdict was simple. This paperwork is fake. The organization doesn't exist. And she just interfered with federally protected equipment. I swear, it was like someone lifted 1,000 pounds off my chest. Within the hour, Ryan had my tractor returned free of charge. But that wasn't the real victory. The search of Monica's car revealed folders detailed financial and personal files on multiple families, not just mine. Vulnerability assessments, surveillance photos, even one labeled Brooks Priority Target. It wasn't personal infatuation, it was a system. She'd done this before in Minnesota and Wisconsin and left destroyed families behind. My farm was supposed to be her next trophy. The harassment didn't stop. Anonymous calls, false reports to child services, even letters to college admissions offices trashing Emma's future. That broke me more than anything. Seeing my daughter's dreams smeared because I told one predator no, I almost lost it. But Emma. God bless that girl, she got organized. She documented every call, every fake document, every threat. She learned about metadata, showed me how Monica's files all came from the same computer. She's documenting her own crimes. Dad. Emma said, eyes burning. For the first time, I believed we might actually win. Then came the township meeting. Monica strutted in like a queen-tailored suit, crocodile tears ready. She painted herself as a victim, claimed I was unstable, a bitter veteran lashing out. For a moment, I felt the room leaning her way. Neighbors nodding, whispering. I clenched my fists, ready for the worst. And then Emma stood. My 16-year-old daughter walked to the front, plugged a laptop into the projector, and in 15 minutes tore Monica's mask to shreds. Metadata. Proof of forged documents, video of Monica threatening her outside church records from other states showing identical patterns. The silence was deafening when Emma pressed play on Monica's own words. Pretty girls who interfere sometimes learn lessons they never forget. Every eye turned on Monica. Her face drained white, then red, then twisted into rage. She screamed at Emma, called her manipulative, accused me of brainwashing her. The more she shouted, the more unhinged she looked until the officers in the back moved forward and cuffed her. That was the moment the predator finally lost control of her own game. Monica was later charged with fraud, impersonating officials' harassment, and interfering with federal agricultural operations. She sat in court, stripped of her designer armor, while family after family testified how she'd ruined their lives. The evidence Emma preserved sealed the case. 8 years federal prison, 2 years state. Restitution. Assets seized. Monica didn't walk out in her Louis Vuitton, she was led out in shackles. And me, I stood there watching, not triumphant, not gloating, just finally breathing without the weight of her shadow pressing down. Because this time, the system didn't fail us. This time, the truth actually mattered. The lesson: predators thrive on silence and fear. But once you stand up, once you document and fight back, their whole empire crumbles.